Afternoon. A little quick video on some things we've been doing here. We built some shelving this week. Helped clear out the main shop and reorganize some of the stuff. There's a lot of good stuff in there. Well, didn't want to throw it out. Stuff that we only use periodically to do jobs. Yeah. So now it holds the battery charger and the welder, odds and ends of stuff. We put the chainsaws up there, air tanks, helmets. We built a shelf up on top for the OCC bikes. So that's kind of what we did there. A little bit more on this. We did some work on the trackless. Jordan put some new hoses, ran all the hoses, and we've done some other stuff, put an alternator on it. It's charging good now. We still got to do some fixing some exhaust. Hopefully we'll do that next few weeks. Let me see where else we can go, what we've done, and what we're going to do. Hey, you can probably tell, well, I still got some things to do. Well, we've done some cleaning in here, some straightening up, and added some strobe lights to the back of the truck. Jordan drives Jordan's truck here, Jordan's plow truck. So with the sander running, we wanted to make sure that we had some extra coverage on the rear, because as I stated a couple times, there's people really don't see you even though they look at you. So you got to be watching them, and they get nervous with the plow truck in the parking lots, and they try to rush around you, and that's where you can end up with some mistakes, because they end up going twice as fast as what we are. We're moving at a low speed, and they zoom around you or drive erratically around you, and not on purpose. It's just people get nervous and they want to get out of the way, or I don't know. We definitely don't get the benefit of the doubt, even though we're most of the time driving defensively, and trying to make sure that we're out of everybody's way. So I've been doing this a long time, and every year somebody scares the crap out of you. So we also I put a switch right here. So if we're traveling with the truck, and we don't want them on, if the blade's off it and we're running somewhere, we can shut them down. I use the power source. These guys don't draw much any juice at all, but I use the parking lights because I ran it off the same parking light wire that runs the parking lights on the back of the sander. So yeah, you can see it's a lot cleaner in here. Maybe not. We gotta do a little work still. Some of these shelves, I'm gonna build some new shelving in here, clean some of this stuff. I got some lighting to go over the top of this here, and we're just talking about it. Jordan and I were just talking about it in here, what we're gonna do with the lighting. I have some to put up. It'll give it, hey, bought a Harbor Freight, 3 of them. Little battery tenders. This battery on this was down. We went to use it the other day, and the battery was low. It did start, but it cranked a little slow, so we put the battery tender on it and charged the battery. It's a charger tender, so it worked pretty good. It's just a 2 amp. It's slow charge, but it was on for a couple days, just sat right here and fires right up. So another thing that's going on, Jordan's going to get going on the we're going to get we're going to do some work on the 88. Got some plans this spring for some work, and truck's going to have to roll. We're going to have to make it look a little better. It's dull. We've never painted it. We bought it. It was like this. There's about 165,000 miles on it. It's in kilometers. We kind of did the math on it. I don't know, but we're between 160 and 175 on kilometers, or miles compared to the kilometers. pulled our stickers off the door. Okay, right here, I made up the cab corner. Really, there was no rust in this truck, but the cab corner was kind of bad. And I don't know if you can see that. So I cut a piece of metal. This was open. There's nothing to weld to in here. It was open on the other, and they have seam sealer in it. So I'll fill it. I have seam sealer and a caulking gun, but I could put a coat of body fill over the seam. And we aren't trying to get fancy here. This is all behind the exhaust. You probably never see it anyway, but we got a little bit of work to do right there. And I don't know if you can see the backside, but there we go. And so we're gonna try to get this all sanded. Actually, Jordan will be doing a lot of work on this one. Get it sanded and get a paint on it, and then we'll re-letter it. And I got to finish up the tarp on it. We've never really had a good tarp on it, and then we just put some arms on it this summer. And I've got to finish up, put the tarp, once we get it painted, the box repainted, we're going to put the springs on it and the tarp itself, and it's all there. We just got to finish. About an hour's worth of work, it'll be all done. I unhooked the exhaust so I could get in there to work on that. So the stickers will come off it. We got to tighten the grill up. We're going to take it out to paint it. And as I was looking at it, I just tried to loosen it. There's some rattling going on. We're going to fix that. The truck's in remarkably good shape for the year. It's a 1988. It was never really driven in the winter. That's probably why the guy we bought it from did a little excavation work, retired fellow. And when he bought a newer truck, he every few years he gets a newer one, and he bought a new truck and had a new dump put on it. And I think I've told you the reason I bought really interested in this truck was the 10-foot dump on it. It's a true 10-footer, and it holds a lot of material. It hides material well, and so it goes down the road good. So that's what we're kind of up to. So I think that's it. Thanks.